Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 152. Goodbye 100x margin trading and 3 reasons why XRP is not a security. Hey Benny, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here on a Sunday night. I do appreciate it, brother. How's it going? How's school? Yeah, how are things coming along, man? Let me know. Anyways, guys, if you're catching the stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking now. If you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, guys. Happy Sunday night. I hope you're having a great time. Today was a hectic day at the house. I'm building something between a bird. It's not really a bird cage. It's more like an aviary, but it's not really big enough to be an aviary. It's like a bird house, I guess you could say, but like a place to house birds. That it's gonna be like a small aviary, I guess. Anyways, yeah. So I've been like working on that all day today. Anyways, guys, we do have news today, and we're gonna transition onto that screen and get with the news. 12 months to go. In the meantime, I need to run on crypto. 12 months to go? For school, you mean? Yeah, crypto is it's good, man. Let's see how things are coming along, man. Has not been a lot of movement on the market since yesterday, so we'll look at that in a second. Let's get on with the news now. Goodbye 100 times margin trading. Japanese government will limit Bitcoin margin trading leverage to just 2 times. 15-month program. Wow, that's a long time, man. I hope that you're still doing great in school, man. I remember you told me you were top of the class, but Bitcoin to 5,500 on what, man? Last I looked, it was around 7,000 still, or 8,000. Sorry. We'll look at that in a second, anyways. Margin trading has arguably been one of the most popular features on the crypto markets and has drawn lots of traders over the past few years. These traders were lured by the ability to trade already volatile assets like Bitcoin with leverage as high as 125x on some points, on some platforms. Sorry, trajectory. All right, we'll look at that, man, for sure. Analysts have noted that the massive amounts of margin readily available to traders is one of the factors that has driven the market volatility, as it allowed users to magnify their positions without having to risk a significant amount of capital. Naturally, margin trading is filled with significant risk, and the Japanese government is now taking action to bar traders from using large amounts of leverage, which could be a growing trend that impact Bitcoin and the nascent crypto markets. Now, something that I don't really like is, why is the government telling you how many times can you leverage this? I mean, yes, it's part of the regulation, but they shouldn't be regulating that. They first should be regulating the whole taxing thing with crypto, and then maybe start getting into the exchanges, right? But regulating the exchanges when there's still a lot more regulation that still needs to come in, to me, it's I think they're overstepping right now, or in something that they shouldn't be regulating. Anyways, in a recent report from the Japanese Times, the newspaper explains that the country's financial service agency, or FSA, is currently moving the limit to the maximum leverage available to users to a mere 2 times, which is very far from the 50x and 125x that many traders use to trade, right? And it was essentially, leverage allows users to significantly increase the trading capital without having to risk a sizable amount of their personal funds. For instance, if you're looking to trade $100 worth of Bitcoin, open a 100x leverage position, they will essentially be trading 10,000 worth of Bitcoin. And this can expose them to massive upside should the asset like trend in favor, right? But high amounts of leverage also comes with liquidation prices that are incredibly close to a trader's entry price, meaning that the tiny price fluctuations can lead the trader to lose all the funds they used to open the position. Now, 100 times trading, if the asset moves very little, man, I mean, sometimes it's like less than 3%, 2%, depends on the exchange, but you get liquidated. So, and it's fluctuations that we see in the crypto market, it's probably even less. For 100 times trading, I don't do margin trading. I'm not a fan of it. It's really easy to get wrecked, and especially with high margin or high levels, right? it's really, really easy that you go and take a position and then like the market goes down very little, man, and you get liquidated. So again, 100 times, it's just like looking for trouble, I guess. Anyways, yeah, let's go on to the next article. There's one for Ripple, and then after this one, we'll move on to the market. I didn't find any news tonight. Brett Garlinghouse vigorously defended Ripple's integrity, claiming that the San Francisco-based firm tech has nothing to answer for. This is 3 key reasons why XRP is not a security. Anyways, in August 2019, the lead plaintiff in the case against Ripple, Bradley Sostek, filed a complaint that alleges the company sold XRP, an unregistered security, to retail investors. Now, as a result, Garlinghouse referenced Sostek in the interview, dismissing any notion of a legitimate claim against the company, even going as far as to say, regardless of the outcome, any single court ruling would not impact on whether on whether or not XRP is classified as a security or not. Garlinghouse goes on to justify by saying that XRP is entirely independent of the company, therefore token holders are not dependent of Ripple. Furthermore, Garlinghouse states that XRP holders have no ownership rights in Ripple, which is a privately owned company. In other words, XRP tokens do not equate to tokenized equity shares within the company. But having said that, there is doubt on whether that itself is a valid argument. Private equity analyst Anthony Baladon sees some similarities on how tokens holders view XRP in relationship to shares in a company. And looking at XRP as a vehicle for speculation, as some cryptocurrencies have become, there's an expectation of buying XRP, seeing a rise in the price, and then selling it for profit. This sounds a lot like buying share of a company's stock. Nonetheless, Garlinghouse gives a third final reason why XRP is not a security, and that relates to utility, where XRP has explicitly stated on many occasions that XRP is not an investment vehicle. Rather, it's a digital asset that institutions can buy in order to complete international money transfers. According to Garlinghouse, this does not fit the characteristics of a security. Therefore, XRP buyers do so based only on the hope of an increase in the network effect on the XRP ecosystem, an entirely different proposition to that of a traditional investment. Now, something that we told guys, right? Owning XRP, and Garlinghouse does make this point. Just because you own XRP doesn't mean you own anything on Ripple, right? And a lot of people think because Ripple is signing a lot of contracts and is doing many things, is gonna impact the price of XRP almost immediately, right? And that is a wrong way to see it. I mean, it could get impacted long term depending on the adoption of and what you and what vehicle they're using from Ripple, right? Xcurrent, XVIA, ODL, right? So I guess if you're going to look at that, a lot of the companies are still using fiat. Some of them might start to move to using the XRP token, but again, until any of them do, the demand is still going to be there. And like I said, even if you do have this, right, you are trading on 2 exchanges, so you would have to go and buy XRP in one exchange, thus raising your price, and you go into another exchange almost immediately and selling that, right, thus lowering the price of that other exchange and creating some kind of I guess you could call it arbitrage of opportunities that could happen, right? But again, they'll be very small, very slim, and very quick. And we'll see if with that volume of trades that come in, we can hope or expect to see a rise on the price of XRP. Other than that, really, just because you hold XRP, it really entitles no one to anything, right? Anyways, yeah, let's move on to a technical analysis. We are back. Awesome, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. Now we're going to go look at the market and see what is happening. Well, on the daily, what's happening? Yesterday, money coming into the cryptosphere 2.28% from an opening of 208.99 billion, closing at 113.96 billion, a $4.77 billion move to the upside. Right now, money flowing out of the cryptosphere 1.12% from an opening of 213.93, closing at or sitting at 211.56 billion, a $2.39 billion move to the downside. So again, some indecision going on right on the market. So I hope more money comes in and then other cryptos can start to pump, but that's still yet to be defined. What is happening with Bitcoin dominance? Yesterday it lost dominance 0.21% from an opening of 69.55, closing at 69.40, a 0.21% move to the downside. Right now, trying to rally a little bit on dominance, sitting at 0.24% to the upside. And then again, sitting at 69.57, a 0.16% move to the upside. Again, 69.57% off market cap. It's a lot. Bitcoin's still dominating. Price of Bitcoin, 8,112.71. And again, we're still unable to get above that 8,240. But also using that 8,000 as support, right? We managed to stay above it 2 days in a row, right? And actually, we kind of wicked below it yesterday and still rallied. But right now, it looks like we're trying to move down a little bit. So what's happening here? Not much on this side, right? We're going lower, less positive momentum, and lower on the RSI. Sitting bought at 60.92. That's it for this on the daily. Above that 20 MA, but Benny says on trajectory. So I guess I do have this downsloping channel, and really 5,700, 5,000 is still a possibility when this downsloping channel. So again, yeah, there's a chance we could get there, man. Right? Going back to your comment, Benny, I think there's a chance we could get to 5,500. I don't think it's gonna be quick enough though. We'd have to have like a sell-off like this one to maybe get there, man. And we might not even do it, right? It went from like 10 to 7. Yeah, this one could get us, right? If we have a sell-off like this one, we could definitely get there. Anyways, let's go to the 4 hours. We had divergence, price action to the upside, very nice. Stuff happening in the shorter term, right? Trying to see here real quick, guys. Sorry. This is going to be very, very slight. I'm assuming a lot for this. All right, so we're going higher, right? And we're going from here to a neutral, I guess we could say. So I guess we could say lower, right, to leave it at something that we could play around with. We could say that we're making right now what would look like hidden or strong, strong bearish divergence, right? Higher high, positive momentum, zero positive momentum, right? Neutral. So again, potential price action to the downside, we're seeing it play out. Move to the downside could potentially see us hit that 20 MA. And if we do, then we could definitely try to see if we can hold it. And if we hold it, we might try to rally again to that 8,200. And if we don't, we fail, then we move down to the mid part. Sorry, guys, super tired today for some reason, man. This mid part that could potentially get us at 7,655. Let me play something else here, man. Now, do we have it on the other side? That it would be an interesting question. This is 60.05, 59.91. So yes, we also would have it, right? Going slightly lower, right? And right now we're seeing neutral at 55.12 on the other side. So potential price action to the downside, we're seeing it play out. And let's go to the 1 hour. Starting to channel a lot in the 1 hour, right? Tightening a lot more than we tightened back here. And sorry, I think someone typed something. No. Let me see. I'm trying to see here. Yes, slightly higher. All right. let's see, then this we're also higher, and this is 3.56, 2.88. All right, cool. 2 on higher. All right, and we're going slightly lower than on the RSI. This would be 59.45, 59.47, slightly higher. So we don't have it on the RSI quite. We do have it on the MACD histogram. We're going higher on that price, but lower, less positive momentum, we can say. So creating bearish divergence, strong potential price action to the downside. We're seeing it play out, breaking below that 20 MA. Again, a lot of tightness of the Bollinger Bands. We're bound to get a violent move. I'm not sure. Just volatility in the market doesn't tell you when we're going to get the violent move. It's just that we sometimes get them, right? Or most of the time we get them. Look, every time we tighten, right, we get explosive moves, right? Explosive. Tighten a little bit, and then explosive to the upside. So we're tightening very, very tight a lot on this 20 MA on the 1 hour, and we still yet to see where we're going to go, right? That will be it for this, man. I guess that's what I'm doing for Bitcoin now. We are very, very slight. I guess we can do this one as well. All right, from here to here, we'll be going higher, right? And from here to here, we'll be going lower, right? So higher low, less, more negative momentum, creating hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation. This is still on developing though. It's just the second negative candle that we're building. So we'll wait for this to develop a little bit more before we actually call something out here. We might try to get a stagnation around this area and try to rally, or we might try to rally from here. It's still yet to be defined, but just keep tracking it. Seeing at 47.16 on the RSI. Now let's move on to Ethereum. What is happening with Ethereum dominance? Yesterday, dominance going up 0.65%. Right now, dominance going down 1.10%. A 7.40% move to the downside. Price of Ethereum sitting at $143.29. Undoing the gains of the previous day almost already. So let's see what's happening here. We're going to a higher high and a less negative momentum. Okay, so cool. On the shorter term here, going to a higher, right? Going slightly lower. Okay, cool. So you get this high, higher high, positive momentum, less positive momentum, higher on the RSI. So we don't have anything on the RSI. We're sitting neutral at 55.56. But against the MACD histogram, we do have bearish divergence, price action to the downside, and we're breaking down on that. You think everything dumps soon? Yeah, maybe, man. I get that. I'm getting that feeling as well that price might go down. Particularly, some of the technicals are pointing to that, but I'm not sure how strong it's going to be. I mean, we do have some supports, particularly in Ethereum. Sorry, guys. Again, like I said, I'm super tired. For some reason, I'm yawning like crazy. So moving to the downside, right, we'll put us at the 20, man. Then if we break below that, we're probably going to get here at 120. That will be our potential targets. We do have some support here at 125, though, and maybe some manufacturer support here at 137 that we could hit. But again, we really need to see this develop a little bit more. If we try to pump to the upside, we do have this resistance that we can come and touch, and then we'll take it from there, right? I guess. I'm going to go to the 4 hours here. So we were calling divergent, bearish here, right? Price action to the downside. We did play down. We'll try to rally now. Did we go higher? Yes, it's very slightly higher. This chart might not be the best for this because we do have some gappage. Sorry, let me get rid of this. So for me here, right, slightly higher. And we're coming lower, right, creating bearish divergence. So price action to the downside. And in this chart, I would guess this bar would be higher. Yes, see the green bar here, it's much higher. For some reason in this chart, it looks like we gapped up, but again, it would have to like anchor it there. Anyways, lower also on the RSI, right? So strong bearish divergence against the RSI and the MACD histogram. So price action to the downside, and we're seeing it play out. But we're holding that 20 MA like champs, man. Again, 20 MA giving some real support right now. Gonna see whether or not we break below it. We might try to run down again. We'll see it on the 1 hour when we touched it. Sorry, but not when we touched it, because we won't see the 4 hour, the 20 SMA 4 hour on the 1 hour. But again, probably came around here and touched it. I'll draw a line right now. This one, yeah. So we know we kind of touched around this area, and we'll see when we touched it. So let's go to the 1 hour. Sorry, I didn't call it, but neutral on the RSI at 52.22. Okay, cool. It was just the past hour that we touched. Okay. Single neutral on the RSI at 45.22. Divergence, price action to the downside, nice. Try to see this real quick. Slightly lower low, more negative momentum, that's fine. Higher low, less negative momentum, higher low, less negative momentum. Trying to see this opening was 145 point, sorry, the closing 146.70, and this opening was 146.69, almost the same. So we could definitely come here and draw a line, right? It'll be like this, and then it would be from here and going lower, right? So creating on the RSI and on the MACD histogram, class B type 2 medium bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside. We're seeing it play out very nicely. 1, 2 legs starting to consolidate. Looks like we're going to do upsloping consolidation, or we try to rally, and if we do upsloping consolidation, we might break down again. Again, this line was just to see which when we touched here. It was a previous 1 hour candle, so yeah, let's see how this keeps on developing, right? Let's see if we have something on the bottom part. Let's see, low, higher low, negative momentum, less negative momentum. We would have on the RSI, and potentially part of the reason why we're trying to bounce right now. Right, you're going low, higher low, low and medium on the RSI, lower on the RSI. So you're going down on your RSI, up on your price, creating a hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation. Probably part of the reason we're trying to pump right now. And right now losing a little bit of momentum still, but that's fine. That's it for Ethereum. Let's go to XRP. XRP dominance. Yesterday losing dominance 0.58%. Right now losing a little bit more, 0.30%. Sitting at 4.34% of market cap. Price of XRP 21 cents to 1.138 cents. What is happening with this? Yesterday it gained a little bit of money. Right now it's losing it. Everything that it gained, right? Bearish engulfing right now. Let's see on this chart. Yes, looks the same. So yeah. Awesome. So let's see what's happening here. High, lower, high, less positive momentum, lower on the RSI. Nothing on the daily. We're neutral on the RSI at 54.22 and expanded still on the Bollinger Band. So let's go to the 4 hours. Divergence, nice rally, and then we're bringing down since. Holding the 20 MA, man, almost touched it, and that's fine. Neutral on the RSI, neutral on the RSI at 51.54. And high, lower, high, right? Less positive momentum every time, so that's fine. From here to here, I guess we could, in theory, say that from no, actually from here to here we're going slightly lower, so ignore that. Nothing on the 4 hours, man. Weirdly enough, except we were neutral on the RSI at 51.54. So let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we're neutral on the RSI at 43.90. Negative momentum still building. We had divergence breaking to the downside, and that's fine. Let's see what's going on here. Let's look at the bottoms, right? Low, higher low, relatively same low, and let's see. So until now, right, from within this island still though, from here to here, we're going to the same price level, and from here to here we're going slightly lower, right? So less negative momentum, and from here to here, we're also going lower. So on the RSI, we wouldn't have anything. I mean, no, because this is still the same line. If this pulls back a little bit, we could develop hidden bullish, right? And that's what I was trying to say we're gonna have, but we don't have it right now. Hey, Notorious, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. Super tired today, man. Oh, brother, am I tired, man? I keep yawning like crazy, looking at the market. Thank you for showing up, man. I do appreciate it. I'm not even sure if I even went on Twitter. Yeah, I did post this on Twitter. Awesome. So, yeah, I'm trying to look at XRP right now. So right now, like I said, divergence bullish against the MACD, but could almost make it hidden bullish if we pull back a little bit, but then we would lose this one on the MACD, right? So I'd much rather have strong bullish divergence than hidden bullish divergence. It plays out stronger. So I'm going to get rid of this right now, and just remember that we were talking about this. This movement to the downside is still developing, though. And we still have ways to go. This is 0.0044 negative, and this is 0.0025 negative. So we can still drop a little bit more and still have that strong bullish divergence. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out from there, man. Let's go to Litecoin. What is happening with Litecoin? Yesterday, pumping a little bit, 2.01%. Today, losing that dominance, 1.73%, sitting at 1.51% of market cap. Price of Litecoin, $49.88. Undoing most of the gains that it made yesterday. Again, not very strong. 4.17% up, though, but right now losing 2.99%. Let's see what's going on here. High, higher, high, more positive momentum every time we go up, so that's fine. We almost hit overbought, but not. We actually stopped at 69.44, and right now we're sitting at 63.70 on the RSI. So we're going to go to the 4 hours. Divergence, price action to the downside, seen it play out nicely. Try to bounce a little bit, but failing to make higher highs. Let's zoom in a little bit more. We might actually made a higher high with less. Yes, we did. So from here to here, we're still going slightly higher. From here to here, we would be going lower, right? And also on the RSI, we would be going lower, right? So we're creating strong bearish divergence, right? Going slightly higher in your price, but lower on your positive momentum. So we're making less positive momentum to go higher. And we're also going lower on the RSI, so we're less strong to go higher. So we're losing that strength. So we're weaker, we could say, again, moving to the downside. Right now, staying neutral on the RSI at 55.70. This could be potentially a reason that we're moving down on the 4 hours. Again, targets would be the 20 moving average for the 4 hours, and if we hold it, we might try to rally. And if we don't, then we have certainly this midline of the channel to look forward to. We might find some support here at 48.18, and if we don't, then we go to 45.97, right? Let's go to the 1 hour, man. Hey, Notorious, I saw your last video, man. It was really good, man. You have like some crazy editing skills, brother, man. Yeah, I wish I could do a video at the level that you make videos, man. I'm not even sure where you get all your footage from, man, but it's amazing what you do, for reals. So let's see, lower high. Sorry. Yeah, lower high than the first high. That's fine. So nothing here. Looking at the bottom part now. Still higher. And what is this? 0.16 negative, 0.11 negative. So still, so we're still going down right now, but we're still higher. Right? So low, higher, low, negative momentum, less negative momentum. We're congruent with the market. Nothing there to worry about. Now I'm going to look over here. Here we would have something, right? So we're going higher, right? Low, higher, low, and we're going lower on that RSI, creating hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation. We might try to get stagnation around this area, try to pump a little bit, man. Lots of practice, yeah, man. I agree, man. Practice does make perfect. But again, dude, your videos are amazing, man, for sure. That's it for this, man. Let's move on to Binance. What is happening with Binance dominance? Yesterday getting a little bit of dominance, 0.60%. Right now losing it though, 0.70%. Sitting 1.11% of market cap. Price of Binance, $15.02. We had divergence trying to break down again. That's fine. We still managed to go a little bit higher. What is this at? Let's see. 24.19, 23.87. Okay, cool. So from here to here, we went slightly higher, right? Potentially part of the reason that we're breaking down is on this divergence that we're showing. And we're going lower here on that positive strength, right? So, or on that momentum, sorry. On the RSI, we're going slightly higher, so we're fine with the RSI. It's sitting neutral at 56.15, but we do have strong bearish divergence against the RSI within the same island, though. So slant divergence happening, right? So high, higher, high. Positive momentum, less positive momentum, right? So we might break down. Part of the reason that we're doing that, 4 hours will probably give us a better clue. Now this was from the daily, and no, this is from the 4 hours. Did I trace this? What? This is weird, man. I haven't moved this chart, and this is showing up here. So this from the daily, probably, very likely. It's so weird, man. Or maybe it's from the 4 hours. I'm not sure, man. It does make sense where it's at, though. Oh yeah, so sorry. Yesterday's stream was very, very late, so. Yeah, that's why I was looking at this chart. I was like, this makes no sense, man. I'm usually not charting at this time. This is from yesterday night. I did come live very, very late last night. And that's what's showing up here. So, anyways, divergence, right? Strong bearish price action to the downside. We did get it. Playing out beautifully. Hit that 20 MA, right? That was one of the targets. And we seem to be holding it. We almost hit it. We seem to be holding it. If 1 hour will definitely tell us a different story as to what's happening. But again, right now we might try to go down again and break below that 20 MA. We did say that this could be potential area for support, right? 1484, and I'm just really looking to see if we're going to bounce around that area. Anyways, right now moving down, sitting neutral at 53.39 on the RSI. I'm going to go into 1 hour and see what's going on, man. Here we did rally a little bit more, right, than I was expecting. I think we probably killed this divergence that we had building. So 161, this will be 238. So yeah, this was when I came live. It was like around midnight or 1 a.m. We did manage to go a little bit higher again. That's why I said keep on tracking stuff, right? We did go higher again, so you can see that, and we did go higher again, so you can see that. And I'm removing it because the divergence that we were looking for, it's not there. We did move a little bit more and kind of negated it, right? So high, lower high. No positive momentum. Lower on the RSI, that's fine. Nothing on the bearish side. Let's see, low, lower, low, more negative momentum. Lower on the RSI. Yes. Yes, okay, cool. So something that we do have developing. Right, and probably part of the reason we could stagnate around this area would be this. Right. You're going from a low to a higher low with negative momentum, going to more negative momentum. So you're diverging on that bottom part. You have a great challenge for me. Yes. Can I chart Bitcoin from 2014 to now, or 2016 till now? 3 or 4 years data. Keep it simple with trend lines. Yeah, I can look at that, man. No problem, Benny. Just let me finish this and I'll check that out. And here we're going lower also, right, on the RSI. So creating that hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation, and we have been rising in price, so the continuation could potentially be try to rally again. Right now we're struggling with this area. You can see a lot of indecisioning happening because we have a short body with long wicks to either side. A little bit more bearish though, because we did try to pump a little bit and the bears really broke the price down. Movement to the downside, the bulls did push it up, but not as much as it moved down. We might end up this candle with a spinning top tonight. And we'll move it tomorrow. Well, I'll leave that out today. Actually, I'll put that comment out and see if we did hit a spinning top. I mean, it's not like a wow prediction, but it's just for me to know that I call this would potentially end up as a spinning top. Still has like 23 minutes to go, so it's probably early to call what this might end up as. But it seems to be a really good battle going on for this, right? You can see it shifting from red to green really quickly. And that's why I believe this might end up as a spinning top. Look at that there. Awesome. So Benny, you did ask me to chart. So you want me to chart that on a yearly basis, on a monthly basis, man? Or let me know, Benny. We did close a week today. We haven't looked at the weekly. We did manage to rally up a little bit. That's great. Right now, did we hit that last week? Yes, apparently we did hit it. Last week we actually hit the 20 weekly moving average and moving down right now. Trying to rally any time frame I like. Awesome. And this would be starting to move down right now, right? Starting a new week, opening bearish. But again, last week was very, very bullish, and that's fine. Again, let's wait and see how this keeps on running. We did have these head and shoulders that we actually rallied from, and that's great. But after that, we hit this high, kind of retreated, and we have not been able to get that high again. You're charting in like some, I believe, Bitcoin down to 5,000. Okay, cool. Let me look at that, man. We are in a downtrend of sorts. Let me check this chart, maybe. You said from 2014 until now. Alright, let me see how much it lets me actually squeeze here. You want me to do it? I'll do it on log scale, man. Look. On log scale, we do have this going on, right? Log scale. The only thing I don't like about log scale is that it moves so freaking weird, man. There we go. The thing that I saw here in log scale is that we hit this low and we try to rally from it. That's why we could try to run from there, right? And again, I do look at linear scale a little bit more because the price has not been too active right now, and log scale does give us a better idea as to how it's been moving. Usually log scale, the way it works, it's doubles every time, right? So you'll start with 2, right? You go 2, 4, 2, 4, or 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That's how log scale usually scales up, right? So it doubles to represent that same percentage-wise in the increase in price, right? That's why you see it here, 300, and then over here you have 1,200. You have 20,000 on that same almost level that the jump from 310 to 450 is at, right? Because you're doubling or at that same amount every time you go higher. And logarithm scale is usually some traders like it. To me, I'm indifferent to it. But again, okay, so you can see that we're on an uptrend, right? And we're kind of holding that bottom part of Bitcoin. That's why I said, look, Bitcoin I'm bearish until we get above that 200 simple moving average, which we're still far away from. But again, the fact that we managed to hold this old support, right, from like back here, even 2015, and if we go farther back, we'll probably hit it again. Right, so again, this old support we've been hitting, it's good. Now, I think if you want me to look at something different on the, sorry, not on the weekly still. And I'll definitely try to do this on the weekly for demonstration purposes, because otherwise the data would be too much to actually consider. I'm trying to just size this to where it looks good here. Awesome. I guess we have it now. 2014 until now. I'm going to get out of log scale. Right, and this will be just linear scale. And you can see that each price, it's represented by its actual movement price. Yeah. So what were you talking about, like 5,500? I'm not seeing that dump right now, bro. It is within the realms of possibility of this downsloping channel that we have. But right now we've been moving up, right? And although we do have some resistance, and this chart's starting to look messy, so I'll look into this one. This one's a little bit cleaner. We're in a downtrend. I'll actually shift this to show the downtrend that I'm talking about. It'll be this one, right? And like that 5,500 that you're talking about, it is within the realm of possibility. It's not something crazy. It'll just be maybe somewhere around here, maybe like 5,500, right? So again, we're rejecting also, right, this upper level, if you want to call it that, right? 1, 2 touch points, and then lower. Still a valid downsloping channel, and we still have 1 contact point here at the bottom. And I'll adjust this a little bit to bring it in. There we go. But again, you know, this is, yeah, like I'm not seeing 5,500 right now. So yeah, maybe, man. I'm not saying you're right, you're wrong. I mean, all I'm saying is I'm not seeing it right now. You could run down. You certainly can. Rejected the weekly 20 MA. And it certainly is within this chart's level, right? At the bottom part of this chart, it's 5,700, and you could certainly hit it, man. But I'm not seeing that move right now, right? It's a large move. Like I said, you have to like do a dump like this maybe to get it. And I'm not sure the market right now is going to dump that way. We're seeing a lot of indecision happening, right? Look at these candlesticks on the daily, right? Like you pump, then you undo that pump, then you try to pump again, a little bit higher though, and then you're undoing it, and then you redo that, or you undo half of it, then you redo part of it, and right now we're undoing it. So like, look at all that indecision, man. We're really fighting for this area. We're facing some resistance around 8,200, but we also, if we try to move down, we do have some support around 7,531, right? So, and then we have some more support to the downside. To get a drop like this, it would be kind of weird, man. We do have a lot of supports that we'd have to break through. So that's why I'm not seeing that move that you're calling out, like 5,500, right? I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's improbable right now. But then again, it's crypto, right? You might think you know what's going to happen with the market, and the market's going to do whatever it wants. And usually that's the way the crypto market moves. Anyways, yeah, dude. Stream went super quick tonight. What Bitcoin pair has the longest date? I'm not sure, man. That's a good question. On the ones that I have, I think it's this one. It's Bitcoin on Bitstamp, and it goes back all the way to 2012, like August. It's actually August 2011. Sorry, that's how far back it goes. Yeah, no worries, man. I think that's gonna be it for tonight, man. I'm like super tired, man. My eyes hurt. I think I got some like dust from like sawing, from actually grinding the wood, like or sanding the wood. That's the word I was looking for. And I think I got some like sawdust on my eyes, dude. Even though I was wearing goggles and everything, but still, man, super tired from doing a lot of woodwork today. I'll send you pictures of. I'll show pictures of my aviary whenever it's done. Yeah, I have like 4 budgies, and it's like a space for like a lot of birds, man. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Thank you guys for being here on a Sunday night. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You guys know that. Super happy that you guys showed up tonight. Benny, I'm super glad that you were here, man. Really means a lot to me when you guys come online and chat with me. Notorious, also thank you for being here, man. I do appreciate it as well. When you guys come in here and chat and like type out stuff, it just makes my day, man. For reals, it just makes me like, it changes the whole vibe of this show, man. And really, man, it makes it a lot more interesting for me, and I guess it also for you, man. I mean, engaging with you guys is what I'm here for. So, if you like what we do, you know what to do. You hit that bell, that sub, and you know, that like, and that way, when you hit the bell, you're notified when we go live. We're live every night at 9 p.m. This is Still Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It's a pleasure hosting you guys here every night at 9 p.m. Sometimes later, sometimes I usually tell you guys when I'm later. I'm going to be late. I think yesterday on Twitter I said I was going to be late. But yeah, I do try to be here usually on time. And right now on the weekends, it's getting a little bit hectic. You know, I do have a family. I have a wife and kids. and they also need time from me. So sometimes my time gets shifted on the weekend. But again, I do try to be here every night at 9 p.m. Central. So thank you guys for being here again. I appreciate it. This is Instead of Crypto. Again, you know what to do. Talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. I do believe we're a good intro channel for crypto. We're very, very honest, straightforward, and easygoing. So yeah, everything's fair here. All questions are good, and all comments are welcome. Again, guys, that's gonna be all for tonight. Yeah, thank you for watching.